we're in Florida. He's down here for vacation, consented to be interviewed, and what a story he has to tell. I'd like to introduce you to Paul Gropper.
There he is. Hello.
There he is.
Nice to meet you again.
Well, welcome to Florida, Paul.
Can't wait to hear these questions.
Oh, the questions.
Very interesting.
You feel the seat getting hot?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever known yourself to be known as a runner?
Never.
It's the first time.
First time.
Now you get autographs.
Yes.
And your niche is books.
Right.
And book signings.
Correct.
And you think that these authors are all like Stephen King and whatnot, but who's some of the celebrities that you got to see sign books for you?
You just name them, I've seen it.
Let me hear the names.
Jerry Lewis, Billy Crystal, Ron Wood, Rolling Stone, Paul McCartney. Want to keep going?
Keep going. I want to hear the names.
Bill Clinton, Jimmy Carter, Ron Wood, Slash, Nikki Sixx.
Now, all these people actually wrote books?
Everybody's written a book. If you can't write a book about your diary, about your life, you write either a cookbook, for example, like Rachel Ray, Bobby Flay, or you write a physical fitness book. Heidi Klum, Sylvester Stallone. Everybody writes a book.
Now, what's interesting about this is, do you collect autographs yourself?
I have a couple of autographs myself. What do I have? I have a Bill Bradley signed dollar bill, which is my prize. I have a Derek Jeter signed picture, which I collect. And I have John Wooden, coach of UCLA. Someone sent me 2 Coach Gropper from John Wooden, UCLA.
That's
nice.
Now, we have to segue into this because you're talking about coaches.
Go ahead.
What's your day job?
My day job is I coach girls basketball, girls and boys basketball, whatever they need me for, I coach. So this year I'm coaching boys basketball, middle school, 12 and 13-year-old girls. That's my day job. But you keep me very busy. My second job.
Now, how did you get into obtaining autographs?
Very interesting. How to get into it. My son went to someplace and he got a Don Zimmer signed book. We put Don Zimmer on a signed book. We put it on eBay. It's an easy game. We sold the book, 30 seconds. We made a couple of dollars. This is easy. So I said, let me try again. Yao Ming. Go to Yao Ming signing. 7'7" Yao Ming. There's 99% of people are Asian people. We put that book on. It's an easy game again. $75. Wow, this is easy. How can I keep doing this? Never sold a book. Went to other people, couldn't sell, whatever it is. So then all of a sudden I hooked up with somebody in the Midwest. I started doing books with them. Made a couple of dollars, happy. And then, of course, I met the master framer. Came to Florida, and now I'm doing your books. And now I have my own little site on eBay, and I'm having fun.
Sounds good. But, you know, we want to tell the viewers, and let me make an assumption. You go to a book signing and you just stand in line and you wait your turn. I mean, is there any trick to it other than that?
You didn't really say that. You thought you said that. It's not as easy. And my friend Paul here, he can only ask for the difficult signings. Signings like Ron Wood, Bill Clinton. He doesn't ask for the miscellaneous signings. So what I do is, sometimes I got to get there like an hour and a half, 2 hours early. I have to be like the first 20 people. I have to listen to the discussions. I have to wait for the signings, then I have them to sign stuff. So, I mean, basically, it's not as easy as people think. You just don't walk in, get a signing. If the signing's at 7 o'clock, you might get there at 5. By the time I leave my house, it's 3:30. By the time I get there, it's 5. I stay for 2 hours. It's 7. I get home at 9. So I'm putting in a full day. It's not that easy, but it's fun.
Now, I got to ask you because I know some of these stories, and I just want to hear them.
Go ahead.
But you had sent me for Bill Cosby, and you sent me this sheet of paper, and the title was The Rules of Engagement. Now, why don't you explain that?
Why I'm laughing? There's no such thing as rules. If you read those things that I keep saying, it says on the bottom, subject to change. Everything is subject to change. You call up 2 days prior, Bill Cosby, what's the signing? Is there a limit? Papa? We don't know. The day of the signing, you'll find out. Sometimes they'll tell you it's a limit. Sometimes they'll say you can take pictures, and then you adjust. The key word, subject to change. I learned a little philosophy in life. It's easy to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Which means you just go there. If they say, well, he'll only sign on this page, you get up there and you ask him for whatever you want. Can I take pictures? Don't ask. You just get there, and whatever happens, happens. It depends who the person is.
You know, what happens if you have a limit in the books? Like if there's a one-book signing and I want 4 of them.
We have a problem. So what happens is, because you're my main man, if you want 4 or 2, I try my best. I usually bring a friend with me. So usually, say, Clinton was a tough one. It's only 1 book, so there's nothing you can do about 1 book, because anyone in line is getting 1. So I get 1, my friend gets 1. If it's 2 or 3 or 4, if a person next to me only has 1, you ask them to help you out, they'll get another 1. So the signings are tough, you know. Usually, depends who the person is, you know. Sometimes it gets like a 10-book limit, which is no problem. But I try to help my friend out. Clinton was a tough one, because that's 1. There's nothing you can do about that.
You know, I think some of the fascination of obtaining autographs is that you have a piece of that person that you like, that you identify with, you see on TV or in sports. The people that we know, are they like what we see on TV, or, you know, the image of them? In other words, who have you seen that shocked you, that weren't what you expected?
Well, I tell people, first of all, if you're going to see somebody who's a star, just don't go see him, because you're going to be disappointed. Now, who disappointed me, or the people that I sent to? Billy Crystal was tough. Sylvester Stallone was tough.
What do you mean by tough?
They weren't nice. They didn't smile. They just signed the book. They didn't look up. You weren't able to take a picture. They wouldn't shake your hand. But the ones who were very nice were the women.
Really?
Models, Heidi Klum. Sex and the City, Kim Cattrall was the best. I mean, the women are nice. Jenny McCarthy, they were nice. You know, Jerry Lewis was tough because, you know, he didn't really want to be there, and he was miserable when he was on the top of the line. Now he's signing books and he's not feeling well. So, but you know, you never know. You know, you think you see a player like Gary Sheffield. You don't like Gary Sheffield, he's nice. Dave Winfield could be nice. It's just potluck. You never know. You never know. So, but.
Is there more signings in a day? Do you go to just 1 a day, or?
Well, my friend, and I take care of my friend. So you're talking about 1. That's why I'm trying to mellow. So I'm getting a little older. So when I was dealing with the person in the Midwest, I was going to like 3. Sometimes you can go to 4. So you're leaving the house 10 in the morning. You go into a 1 o'clock signing. You go to the signing. You have to wait till the end. You get out at 2:30. Then you maybe coach basketball, go for lunch, come back. Then I got to go back at 4:30 or 5 for the night signing. You don't get home till like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I'm trying to mellow. Now that I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm an elderpreneur. So now I have people that help me. So I go with a group of people, you know, I'll send somebody to 1 signing, or now I'll try to get the signing, the books the next day. I'm trying to cut down, unless it's like, you know, super, like a Paul McCartney I would sleep over for. The other signings but now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand to like authors. Because the person I was dealing with before, they didn't really do that much with authors, so I'm looking for authors. But it's been very interesting, very interesting.
No doubt, no doubt. Something that I've been seeing this past year is that you've been getting more and more CDs, DVDs. That's interesting. So we're not just talking about books here.
It's funny you said that. You probably do fairly well with the CDs or DVDs that I said. I'm having a hard time with DVDs or CDs and DVDs. I might adjust. It's more so books. I mean, I don't know. CDs, it could have been the person I'm dealing with. You know, like I would deal with like a George Carlin and stuff, selling his DVDs. But I've been expanding. And what I also do now, I send to you and other people, sometimes they will sign memorabilia stuff. So you bring a picture, or I'm into like dollar bills. People sign dollar bills for me. First guy ever signed a dollar bill to me was Donald Trump.
Donald
Trump, because he didn't know what the dollar bill was. He just signed it, and that was it. Then the next group, Tommy Lee Jones, Judy Collins. They would not sign the dollar bill. It's against government regulation. They give me a song and a dance. So I gave up dollar bills for a while. Now I try dollar bills, or I get new $2 bills. And people sign that, and it sells, and there's like no expense on that. So if you sell that for $20 or something like that, or, you know, people sign like May Pang signed certain thing from the Beatles, or Sid Burns.